Should I self-study SBL? This is a common question by students. My answer consists of two parts, yes and no, right? So I will divide it into full-time student and also having a full-time job. It means you are part-time student. So if you are full-time students, the first scenario, you will have the time to actually do your self-study. So it is a yes answer. You can do self-study for SBL because you have the time and you can go through the detailed syllabus by yourself, right? So as a full-time student, you are able to do self-study is because of this. But at the same time, the answer is also no, is because as a full-time student, you do not have enough experience for you to translate the experience into the answer in SBL. You do not understand the business situation very well because you do not work and you are not involved in any business situation before. So chances are you will be giving answers in a very general perspective, where your answer is too general because you do not know how to apply to the certain business case study or a certain business situation. So this is where ACCA SBL examiner actually mentioned a lot of times in your examiner report that you are not supposed to give a too general answer, which looks very much like what you memorize and then what you just write according to what you memorize. So that is the thing that you have to take note. Besides, if you do not attend tuition classes, if you do self-study, then no people will be able to tell you whether your answer is properly written, whether your answer is justifiable or not. So that is the risk of doing self-study if you are a full-time student. So the second situation, if let's say I have a full-time job and I'm a part-time student, then things will get better, right? So the answer is yes, you can do self-study for SBL in a way that you have experience compared to full-time students just now. You have experience in the working environment, you have experience in business operations, so that may give you more points for you to write as an answer. And this will increase the chance of you passing the paper because most of the time your answer may not, I think mostly will not come from the book because perhaps you do not have the time to actually go through in details, but your answer mostly come from your real working experience, which is what the examiner want actually. You can relate very well to the case because you have the experience to relate whatever that you have studied into the business operations because you are currently experiencing it because you are working. So especially if you are in audit field, because you have different clients from different backgrounds, so you will understand different business background better. And so in SBL, whichever background that it comes out, right, as a case, you will have higher chance to be able to understand the background and apply your answer according to the background accordingly. However, it is also a no for self-study. The reason being, you do not have the time to actually do the analysis by yourself because you are working, right? And most of the time you have, other than you asleep, most of the time when you are awake, you are working. So you do not have the time to do self-analysis. Analysis in terms of like studying the past year questions, right? Studying the examiner report. You do not have the time to analyze the feedback from examiner by yourself because you do not have ample time like the full-time students. So you may not be able to do your self-analysis on which are the areas to study, how to study, and also the techniques of answering question. And that is where you will need a tuition provider who has already analyzed all this and just provide it for you because you may not have the time to do the analysis. So hopefully this will give you some insights on whether it is good to do self-study for SBL.